Today's video is brought to you by ablmerch.com. Grab your I Survived the Scandemic, Plandemic hats, t-shirts, stickers, mugs, and more through the link in the description box below. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we gotta talk about Joe Scarborough from MS13DNC freaking out over the Arizona audit. Talking about, hey, if you guys want to believe the quote-unquote big lie, you can leave. Now, that's a very interesting choice of words for a guy like Joe Scarborough, for a network like MS13DNC, who repeatedly say that if people on the right say a thing like that, talking about if you don't like it, then you can leave, then we're racist, we're xenophobic, we're all the obic obes in this. Now, before I go any further, let's go ahead and roll the clip. In this clip, you're going to see and hear what Joe Scarborough said. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what he said there. Then I give you my 2 cents, my deep, detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
America, love it or leave it. If you don't have respect in American democracy anymore, if you don't respect Madisonian checks and balances, if your guy doesn't win, if that's the new rules of engagement for this great republic, then just leave our country. Because you're unworthy of it. And there are millions of immigrants who will come here and raise their right hand and buy into the creed and believe that we are exceptional, that believe American democracy is the greatest government on the face of the earth. And they will do it proudly. They will salute the flag proudly. And most importantly, they will fight for what that flag represents. While you shame yourself. While you disgrace yourself, while you disgrace our country in the eyes of the world. Yes, this is all on you. Get the facts, live in the light, follow the truth, and love this country, and stop this. Or leave. Or leave. If you're going to believe a reality TV show host's lies about the American Republic, is desecration of American exceptionalism, then just get the hell out. We don't want you here.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, that was very, very interesting, if I do say so myself. First things first, elephant in the room. Some may try to attack me on this. They say, hey, ABL, how are you going to make a video about him saying if you don't like it, you can leave, when you guys on the right say the exact same thing? That's a very good question, but let's just break down how it's not a good question, how the two things don't really, they're not the same. Now, if I were to say, if you don't like it, you can leave, what am I talking about? I'm talking about those that hate America in general, that don't want to get involved with the law, that don't want to get involved with the systems, that don't have faith in anything in the country at all. I think it's racist to the core, rotten to the core, evil to the core. They don't like capitalism. They love communism. They don't like the ability to climb. They don't like being able to go out there and work for money. They want to have everything handed to them by the government. They don't like America at all. They'd be the type that'd be out there burning an American flag right in the middle of the street, talking about how much they hate America, but yet they never want to go anywhere else. The same ones that said that if Trump were to get elected back in 2016, they would leave to Canada, but did not leave. To those people, I say, well, what are you still doing here? If you hate this country so much to the point where you're threatening to leave, you're burning the flag, and everything that we stand for you don't like, then what are you still doing here? You have the freedom to leave. You're not in a communist place, ironically, like Cuba, where you can't leave, where you got to escape, where you got to defect, or like North Korea, where you got to do the same thing. You got to escape, you got to defect. You're free to leave. So what are you still doing here? Now, what Joe Scarborough is talking about is, if you are engaging in the Arizona audit and you don't trust the results of the election, you think that things could be a little screwy. If you're using legal ways to see if everything's on the up and up, If you're using the legal checks and balances that we have in this country, then you don't deserve to be here. How does it make any sense? I don't understand. Like, I've not been following the Arizona audit, quite frankly, because I'm not interested until we get to the end of it. Okay? Spare me all the weeks of speculation and back and forth and this new development happened, that new development happened. I don't really care about that. I'm going to be totally frank with you. Just fast forward to the end. Fast forward to the end because I don't want it to be this whole dog and pony show, a charade, phony thing, wasting time, wasting money. I don't care nothing about that. Just get to the end. Was there something weird going on with the machines in Maricopa County or with the vote by mail? Was there something weird going on or not? Let me know that, and then we can press forward. Until then, I've not been interested in the day-to-day occurrences. But what I do know is that this has been the legal thing that they're doing. If you read some of the news articles, they say, oh, it's been led by pro-Trump loyalists, by GOP conspiracy theorists. Okay, I don't care if it's led by Marvin the Martian or Wile E. Coyote. I don't care who it's run by. I don't care who is behind it. At the end of the day, if it's legal, then it's legal. The same way that anybody on the left could do the same thing. If they thought that an election didn't go the right way, like Stacey Abrams did, and she wanted to go and try to figure out what was going on, the same way companies like Amazon, they think that their election, as far as if you want to be in a union or not, it might not be secure, and they want to have the voting location right there at the job, right beside the workstation. If they want to do that because they want everything to be secure, they want everything to be safe, and it's legal, then that's on them. That's their prerogative. It's fine. I'm not a hater of the legal system in America. I think we have a great system. Now, is it perfect? Of course it's not perfect, but it's great. It's one of the best, if not the best on planet Earth. And within a legal system, you have things that you can do. Follow the law. I mean, that's just, people want to talk about, oh, that's slimy, that's sneaky. If it's legal, period. Now, if there's an issue with the law and what should be legal and what should be illegal, then talk to the legislators, the lawmakers that you put in office. Talk to them and have them change certain laws. But if a law's on the books and I'm utilizing the law, I'm following the law, you can't tell me anything. You can get mad and sad and butthurt and triggered, but you can't really do anything. What you gonna you gonna bring me up on charges? You gonna call the police and tell them what? That he's following the law and I don't like it? So no, the comparison between people on the right that criticize America haters saying you can leave is nowhere near the equivalent of a guy like Joe Scarborough criticizing lawful, law-abiding citizens following the law and telling them they can leave. It makes no sense at all. But it's pretty ironic. And you know what? I think the greater thing here is that guys like Joe Scarborough and other network anchors, so-called journalists, they just want to defend their team. That's all. Because they say, okay, our guy won, Joe Biden, he won. And anyone that has anything to say other than that, anyone that doubts it, anyone that wants to interrupt it or to kind of derail the train we got going, they must be punished. They must be dealt with. They must be demoralized. They must be discredited. That's what's going on. It's not even about, oh, well, you guys aren't believing. It's the big lie. It's about trying to protect their team. All right. It's the swamp, the deep state swamp, if you will, in full effect. MS-13, DNC, CNN, CBS, ABC, all these alphabet letter and number organizations that call themselves media are just an extension of the Democratic Party. They say whatever the Democrat politicians tell them to say. There's an unholy alliance. People that know each other, brother, sister, husband, wife, guys like Chuck Todd of MS-13 DNC renting an apartment to former presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar while she was running. Stuff like that going on. Of course, they're going to all rally around the wagons, or the wagon in this case is Joe Biden. They're going to rally around him and protect him at all costs, even throwing away some of their same principles that they want to put upon us. If they see us talking about you can leave if you don't like America, then that's racist. But then when they say it with a much lower bar to actually say something like that, then it's fine. There's no problem. It's not racist. They're hypocrites. They're liars. They're just political hacks out there defending their side. That's it and that's all. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what Joe Scarborough said? Do you think he was right? Do you think it was wrong? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at with it. I think that this guy is totally off base, totally wrong, and just, again, trying to defend his side by any means necessary. It's a shame, but it is what it is. I think at this point, we all know how the media operates. And as I close, here's my last thing I'm going to say. This just further lets us know and kind of etches into stone how useless the mainstream media are, how corrupt they are. And it gives us further validation behind cord cutting and going to alternative news sources. What good is the mainstream media when all they're going to do is just say whatever the Democratic Party tells them to say? Where's the objectivity? Where's the balance? Where's the nonpartisan, non-biased nature? It's gone. It's totally gone. All bought and paid for, all in bed with, literally, figuratively, one side of the aisle. And that's no way to really go about things in the 21st century. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.